リンクスタート。
What's good, gamers, duels, and chads? It's Ian Betray here, and today I'm pulling down my pants and preaching to the choir. That's right, baby, I'm going to be doing another attunement review. Now, we've already done Thundercall, Frostdraw, and Gale Breath, so I figured, why not bring in the big guns, you know, reel in that big fish, really get in there and dive into the Thanksgiving turkey. We're going to be reviewing the disgusting, nasty, vile Flamecharm. Now, before you throw your tomatoes, pull out your pitchforks, or whatever else you gotta do, just know I'm a Flamecharm hater as well. But I have to do this review. It's just a part of my contract at this point. So let's just pull up our sleeves, pull up our britches, and dive into Flamecharm. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't lie to you. I'm a Flamecharm hater. My daddy and great-granddaddy were Flamecharm haters. It runs in the whole family tree. Those nasty Flamecharm users jumping around with their flame leap like monkeys, I despise them. But I'm willing to put my generational hatred aside to give a fair judgment towards Flamecharm. So you know what, let's just get it all out the way and get started. Let's start with the mantras. Fire gun. Most likely the most pathetic, wimpy mantra in the game. Just look at it. Disgusting. But yeah, not much you can do with this mantra. Pretty weak, pretty bad. Doesn't do much damage. It's just a pretty bad mantra. Flame grab. Nothing special, just a grab, attacks them, throws them down, burns them. You know, that's cool, I guess. Pretty mid, but you know, it's not. It has its uses. But overall, it's just pretty mid. You know, not surprising seeing as it's a Flamecharm mantra. Fireblade. A strong mantra that slashes at your opponent and guard breaks. Overall, pretty strong mantra and pretty solid for PvP. Flame Repulsion. It's pretty trashy even though the song seekers somehow make it look amazing. It has a pretty obvious wind up, leaves you wide open for attacks, and yeah, you got a better chance of spitting on the Mona Lisa before you land this in an actual PvP fight, so not really that good. Burning Servants. Another strong mantra that summons 6 mantra dudes to gangbang jump your opponent. You can put modifiers on it to make the circle huge, and putting a bloodless on it can heal a lot of health. So pretty good if you know how to use it. Flame Blind. Boom, there goes your vision. Cry about it, nerd. Sight is the most important part of PvP, so I'm sure you can imagine how fun it is to get blinded, then hit with a Dark Steel Alloy Great Sword crit, and lose like 20% of your health to some random combo just because you're burning and you don't know because you're blind. So, unless you can parry it, have fun seeing white. Fire Palm. Channel some Zuko type mess and blast your opponent with flame. Pretty good mantra, honestly. You can throw it out just like in neutral. It's overall pretty good, does decent damage, burns them. Just pretty good mantra. Fire Forge. Throw 3 flame daggers that burn and have OD range. It's pretty essential for flame builds and overall just really strong for combos, starting, throwing it in the middle. Overall just a very good mantra you want to use for all your flame builds. Fire Eruption. You slap the ground and create 2 explosions that do decent damage. The second explosion can guard break as well. Pretty good move with decent range. It just has a lot of end lag, so missing it is pretty punishable. Rising Flame. Turn this joint into ABA and send your opponent into the sky to start laddering them. Deals a lot of damage and can be modified to have a ridiculous amount of range. Flame Assault. Dash forward and attack your opponent with flames. If it hits, it knocks over your opponent like you're a linebacker running over an old elderly woman. A good mobility move, honestly, seeing as it works in the water too, so it's nice to use. Ash Slam. Grotesque, repulsive, brain dead, toxic, vomit-inducing scum of a move. That's what Ash Slam is. Just disgusting. Everything that's wrong with the game is embodied in one mantra, and that mantra is Ash Slam. A AoE explosion that knocks back and burns the opponent. And depending on how you use it, you can start a combo with it too. Just disgusting. Getting hit with Ash Slam is the equivalent of an elderly woman calling out your name like you think it's all sweet and something, like she's about to ask you if you can help her cross the street or something, and then she comes over and gut checks you like it's Dragon Ball Z or something. Overall, Ash Slam is a very strong Flamecharm mantra, but I spit on it. Disgusting. Flame Leap. Now this is why I call Flamecharm users monkeys, because you got no business jumping around in the air looking feral, trying to do combos and whatnot. Like, do you know how that feels when you're just trying to fight, then your opponent starts soaring in the air like a falcon? Like, I don't know what you think this is. This isn't WWE. You're not jumping off the top rope to splash down on you or something. It's just doing too much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I sound like a hater, it's because I am. Flame Wisp. Need free heals? Well, look no further. This is the only wisp in the game that gives you passive healing for free. Cause why not? You know, why not? Let's give Flamecharm even more to work with. That sounds nice and fair. You know, nice and wholesome. Why not? Just a nice little decision. You know, why not? Graceful Flame. Need even more heals? Well, look no further. A DIY campfire right there. It can even work in the depths if you got the talent. Flame of Denial. Prevents you from getting knocked out as long as you don't take a large amount of damage. Pretty fine, I guess. I mean, it's not as OD as it sounds, but it does have some uses, so yeah, it's okay. The talents. So maybe you're not impressed by the mantras. Maybe you're thinking, what is this guy chatting about? Flamecharm doesn't seem that bad, doesn't seem that crazy. Well, don't get your feathers ruffled, because I'm not even close to finish. Now let's talk about some of the Flamecharm talents. Now, I won't even lie, like the Flamecharm talents aren't as OD as something like Frost Draw or Gale Breath or something, but it's still got some gross little things to talk about here. So let's just dive into it. I will not be covering every single talent because I'm an anime girl, and anime girls like me don't do stressful things. But I will be talking about the most important ones. First up, Azore Flames. Azore, whatever. It sounds like some sort of God of War thing. I don't know how to pronounce the color, but whatever, you get it. Azore Flames is simple. It makes your flames blue and increases their damage. The requirements are 70 Flamecharm and 40 willpower. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's pretty simple. What's so crazy about that? Well, here's the kicker. Flamecharm is the only attunement with something like that. And what I mean is, none of the other attunements have anything like that, or have any other upgrade like that. Thunder Call doesn't have some sort of purple lightning. Frost Draw doesn't have absolute zero mode or some corny mess like that. Shadow Call doesn't have like True Darkness King Edgelord, or I don't know, something edgy. Flamecharm is the only attunement that has a talent that increases like the elemental intensity, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I mean. Flamecharm is the only attunement that has something like that. So yeah, why not? You know, a little bit of golden child discrimination, but it's fine. You know, Flamecharm gets it. Why not? Exploding Mirage Clones. It's an annoying joint that when you dodge, like, you can leave behind a clone that explodes in your opponent's face and like burns them too. It's really annoying. Phoenix Flames. It's a legendary talent that makes it so if you're burning while you're knocked, or if you get set on fire while you're knocked, after a couple of seconds you can revive with 50% of your health. I won't say it's OD, because usually people just finish you off with Reaper before then, but it definitely has its uses. And there's also a talent that makes it so you can set yourself on fire while you're knocked, so that pairs well. That has like a little dynamic duo thing going on with it, so that definitely works well. And there's a lot more flame talents, obviously, but I think those are like the best ones. Or, well, I won't say the best ones. There's some more, but for the most part, those are the best ones, or those are the main ones I wanted to talk about. So now let's just move on. Let's get to the legendary weapon. So Flamecharm technically doesn't have a legendary weapon under its name, but Railblade technically counts. Basically, Railblade's crit burns the enemy when it lands, and Flamecharm has some good talents that can benefit from your enemy burning. So you can see how that kind of pairs up. Plus, most Railblade users use Flamecharm, so I don't know if it really counts, but it counts, you know. I don't know if it counts, but it counts, you know. It's not it, but it's it, you know. It's kind of bipolar, bisexual, if you will. I don't really know how to really say it, but it's kind of like an honorable mention. And yeah, Railblade definitely can match up with Flamecharm, and I think it counts as a legendary weapon for it. So there we go. That's the full Flamecharm review. I personally think Flamecharm ain't that busted. I don't think it's that crazy, but it definitely has some annoying things. For example, these damn Flame Leap users jumping around like some Planet of the Apes monkeys. But it's fine. Some things need to be buffed, some things need to be nerfed, but for the most part, Flamecharm, in my opinion, is pretty good. Like, it's in a decent spot right now. But what do you think? Is Flamecharm OP? Is it underrated? Is it right where it needs to be? Y'all let me know. And make sure you subscribe if you think Flamecharm users jump around like monkeys. Y'all have a good night / day / whatever time it is for you. Stay safe out there. And as always, peace out.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.